Git Principles. Part 1. The Origin Story. Git was initially developed by Linus Torvalds in 2005.
When I speak Swedish, it's Linus. When I speak Finnish, it's Linus. When I speak English, it's Linus. And I really don't care how people pronounce my name.
At the time, Torvalds was being sent code snippets from people all over the world, voluntarily helping him build Linux. For those who don't know, Linux is a free operating system.
What did he say?
That's right, free operating system. Torvalds was being overwhelmed by the amount of contribution, and he needed a tool for reviewing and editing the snippets that were being sent to him. He needed to know who the snippets were being sent from, why they were being sent, and when they arrived. Initially, Torvalds used a software called BitKeeper to solve this problem, but after several years of using BitKeeper, he decided to build his own version control system. On April 6, 2005, Torvalds announced on the Linux mailing list that he would be taking a week off from working on Linux to develop an alternative to BitKeeper. His announcement piqued the interest of hundreds of developers around the world, and in less than 2 weeks, a team had organically assembled to build this new and improved version control system. One of the first people who reached out to Torvalds after his announcement was a developer living in Los Angeles by the name of Junio Hamano. Hamano began contributing code 1 week after Torvalds' announcement, and 2 months thereafter, Hamano took over the maintenance of the Git project from Torvalds, as his expressed interest was not to continue developing Git long-term, but to return to developing Linux ASAP.
When Linus started the Git project, he upfront said he's not interested in maintaining this project forever. He wanted to go back to the kernel work as quickly as he can.
I now present Exhibit A. Here is the earliest commit history, and you can see that Torvalds worked by himself for about 2 weeks before a cast of other characters joined in. I now present Exhibit B. In this chart, I have graphed which developers have contributed the most commits to Git's history, and you can see that Hamano is by far one of the leading contributors as measured by commit count. Another metric for measuring contribution would be lines of code contributed, and we can see that by the output of the following commands, Hamano has contributed at least 3.6 times more lines of code than each of the other top 10 contributors, and more than 6 times more lines of code to Git than Torvalds himself. So yes, Linus Torvalds appears to have created Git, but Junio Hamano's contributions are noteworthy as well.